Typhoon Shanshan, one of the most powerful storms of the season, recently swept through parts of East Asia, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. As meteorologists and emergency services continue to assess the damage, the typhoon has highlighted the critical importance of preparedness and response strategies in mitigating the effects of such natural disasters. Typhoon Shanshan began as a tropical disturbance in the Pacific Ocean, gradually intensifying into a powerful typhoon as it moved westward. The storm's rapid development was fueled by warm ocean temperatures and favorable atmospheric conditions, which allowed it to reach Category 4 status on the Saffir-Simpson scale. With sustained winds exceeding 130 miles per hour, Shanshan posed a significant threat to coastal regions in its path. The typhoon initially targeted the Ryukyu Islands of Japan before moving northward, grazing the eastern coast of Japan's main islands. Although it avoided a direct hit on major cities like Tokyo, the storm's outer bands brought heavy rainfall, strong winds, and coastal flooding to large swaths of the country. The Ryukyu Islands bore the brunt of Shanshan's fury, with widespread reports of property damage, power outages, and transportation disruptions. Okinawa, in particular, experienced significant impacts, with downed trees and damaged infrastructure complicating relief efforts. Although Tokyo and other major metropolitan areas were spared the worst of the storm, the intense rainfall led to localized flooding and landslides, prompting evacuations in vulnerable areas. As Shanshan moved further north, South Korea experienced heavy rainfall and strong winds, particularly in the southern regions. Coastal areas were hit hard, with high waves and storm surges causing damage to fishing communities and coastal defenses. However, the country's early warning systems and extensive preparedness measures helped to minimize the overall impact. The response to Typhoon Shanshan demonstrated the effectiveness of modern meteorological forecasting and disaster preparedness strategies. Both Japan and South Korea had issued timely warnings, allowing residents to take necessary precautions. In Japan, for instance, authorities activated early evacuation orders in flood-prone areas and suspended transportation services to prevent accidents. Emergency shelters were set up in advance, and resources were pre-positioned to ensure a swift response in the aftermath of the storm. In South Korea, similar measures were taken, with the government coordinating closely with local authorities to manage evacuations and mobilize emergency services. The role of technology was also evident, with real-time updates provided through various channels, including social media, government websites, and mobile apps. These platforms helped to keep the public informed and guided them on safety measures during the storm. The environmental impact of Typhoon Shanshan is significant. Coastal erosion, saltwater intrusion, and damage to agricultural lands are some of the immediate effects. In Japan, concerns have been raised about the long-term impact on the country's already vulnerable coastal ecosystems. The typhoon also disrupted marine life, with reports of stranded marine animals and damaged coral reefs. Economically, the storm has resulted in substantial losses. The agricultural sector in both Japan and South Korea has been particularly hard hit, with crops destroyed by flooding and high winds. The cost of repairs to infrastructure, including roads, bridges, and power lines, is expected to run into the billions of dollars. Typhoon Shanshan serves as a reminder of the increasing frequency and intensity of tropical cyclones in the Pacific region, likely exacerbated by climate change. The storm highlighted the need for continued investment in resilient infrastructure and community preparedness. It also underscored the importance of international cooperation in sharing data and resources to effectively manage such disasters. For affected countries, the experience of Typhoon Shanshan will likely lead to further improvements in disaster response strategies, including enhanced early warning systems, better infrastructure design, and more comprehensive public education on emergency preparedness. Typhoon Shanshan, while devastating, was met with a robust response from the countries in its path. The effectiveness of the preparations and the resilience of the affected communities are a testament to the progress made in disaster management. However, as the climate continues to change, the lessons learned from Shanshan will be crucial in preparing for the challenges of future storms. Thank you for watching and please subscribe.